How did it come to this? Chelsea fans chanting, hey, Enzo Maresa. Wow, unbelievable. They said Chelsea is back. 5-0 against Southampton. Unbelievable story for sure. And hey, whilst Chelsea fans are chanting for Enzo Maresa and Chelsea being back to form, Manchester United fans are saying that Arteta should be sacked, leaving his set pieces coach. We're there, right? Join us in this conversation and we will be giving you more into tactical analysis, more into what transpired in the game midweek as Liverpool drew against Newcastle United. Manchester City winning their Premier League for their Premier League game for so many games without win. What's up, guys? Welcome to Ashili Sports. If you're new, hit the subscription button, like and share the video. With me is Emmanuel and Eddie, and join us in this conversation.
Yeah.
Chelsea, believable story. On the second place of the Premier League table, no one predicted it to come through. 5 goals in place of Chelsea, and Southampton getting 1 goal in that game. What's your general view about the game?
Yeah, I think it was an impressive performance from the Chelsea side. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch the game, but I followed it and I saw the highlights later on. I think Enzo Maresa is doing something we should applaud him for. A fantastic work done, and you can see that gradually he's taking the Chelsea team to a certain level that it will be very difficult for teams to play against them. We saw them against Southampton, I think yesterday, and winning Kuku on the score sheet, Jayen Sancho scoring. I think Madueke was on the score sheet too. Cole Palmer, you can't, get the 5 goals and Cole Palmer will not be on the score sheet. So Cole Palmer too was on the score sheet. And I think Axel Disasi too got a goal yesterday. I think, Chelsea is becoming a side that, Enzo Maresa is trying to build a team that will be very, very difficult for teams to play against. And I think it's a very good work because within this short time, he's revived the Chelsea team and, he's giving them an identity. You can see his fingerprints on the team and the way the boys are playing. I think, yeah, for me, coming into this season, I didn't expect them to be second in the league table after 13 matches or 14 matches. But, Enzo Maresa has proven some of us wrong, and we will say kudos to him for that. We hope to see more in the second round of the competition.
Eddie, 7 changes once again for Enzo Maresa, and the tactical discipline, the tactical formation was still the same thing, and they still deliver. And not talking about the goalkeeper, Jorgensen, starting for the first time in Premier League for Chelsea. Do you think Southampton should have done something better in this game?
Talking of Southampton this season, we've not seen so much of them. The Chelsea, as you said, with Maresca, the way he has transformed the boys into now Chelsea is like a monster in the league. If you are playing against them, you should be very, very careful. Yesterday we started a new goalkeeper and also making 7 good changes. But I think the same strategy. Kudos to him. He is doing a massive job with with the Chelsea squad he has at his disposal. With the depth of Chelsea, Chelsea have a lot of players, and he's trying to make good use of all the players he has at his disposal, as I said earlier on. Yeah, so that's it. He's trying to bring back the Chelsea that we used to know. Yeah, the blue that we used to know. So let's see how things will probably work out for him. Yeah, in the coming games, because we still have a lot of games to play. But he's still on the right course. Yeah.
The momentum building from midfield thanks to Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, who were massively involved in the midfield play and was able to protect their defense. Whilst, Joao Felix, his first Premier League start, and he was absolutely incredible in that game as well. And this means that Chelsea can actually switch to any player and it will still work for them. Not to talk of Nkunku, who are start as well in the Premier League and had a goal for sure. This is what we are talking about, and momentum is actually building. Whilst Chelsea fans were jubilating and chanting Enzo Maresca, and also Chelsea is back, Manchester United fans were actually saying that Arteta should be sacked, leaving the set pieces coach for sure. Ima, you being Arsenal fan, and you know what it takes Arteta to build this team. Do you think United fans are right? Yeah. So according to them, Arteta has been a manager of Arsenal for 5 years and facing a team like United who were struggling, and Ruben Amorim came on board for just 2 games, and that was his third game or second game in the Premier League. And Arteta couldn't break down his defense and create a lot of chances to score goals on their own, to just base on maybe set pieces to score 2 goals against them. So based on that, Arteta is not worthy of being the coach of Manchester United, because Amorim 2 matches, he couldn't break him.
Yeah, I think they are getting everything wrong. Sometimes teams don't play for the beauty of the football of the play. Sometimes they play for results, and I think yesterday that's what Arteta and his boys did. They played for the results. They didn't come to play fancy football for the Arsenal fans. I got a chance to watch the highlights after the 90 minutes, and you could see that Arteta was very cautious because it was a game that he was playing at home and he needed the 3 points. So he was strategic in the first half. They controlled the game in the first half. And the second half, after they saw that the Manchester United team, is solid in the defense, they decided to use the set pieces. And mind you, some teams also use set pieces to win games. If you are good in your free kicks, if you are good in your corner kicks, be rest assured you can also get 3 points from that. I don't know why the Manchester United fans are saying that they should sack me, because all the coaches, they work together as a team, okay? So it's not like just the set pieces coach only working on the boys. They work together as a team. So if anything comes, it is the technical team in general who are to be applauded, not only the set pieces coach. And I think yesterday, Mikel Arteta and his boys got the tactics right. A goal from Julian Timber, a header through the corner kick, and also a second goal, which I think was a lucky goal for William Saliba. And Arsenal got the 2-0 win over Manchester United. So they shouldn't chance Arteta should be sacked, and whoever is in charge of the set pieces to come and take over as a national manager. I think yesterday they really put up a performance, because I thought maybe them coming into the Emirates, they will be intimidated in a way, but Manchester United came in and they gave us now a run for their money, and I think we will just say kudos to the guys for getting the 3 points at the Emirates Stadium.
Eddie, 2 goals to nil against Manchester United. Arsenal was superb in that game, and hey, United actually did their best, but the best were not enough to actually register a goal in Emirates Sports Stadium. Were you disappointed with the setup of Amorim against Arsenal?
Frankly speaking, as a true Manchester United fan, and with the way Arsenal is playing and with their style of play, I think we are with and also a new coach at our disposal. We weren't probably going in straight to win against Arsenal. We went to probably get a result, at least a draw, or probably to win the game as well. But Arsenal were the better side, and with all their games, you could see in their games. So winning against Manchester United 2-0, I think it was a fair play. Arsenal had made good use of their chances and they got the 2 goals. So I would say kudos to them. So we will probably make our assignments, work on what went wrong in the game, and probably move on with it. Yeah, that's it. It's one of those.
That wasn't just a mere win for Arsenal. It took them to the third place of the league table, even though with goals difference between Arsenal and Arsenal and Chelsea in the league table. For sure, United, as we see Ruben Amorim, the players has been improving. You could see the players were doing something else. You could see the identity of the team, but then it wasn't enough for him to register. He's still learning. It's a learning process, because in Premier League, a new coach, when you come and you don't take your time, you take the team to a high level, and at the end of the season, next season, you will be fumbling. But I like the way Ruben approaches the game. I like the way he approached the game as a big club. And for sure, any smaller team meeting Manchester United, Eddie,
Yeah, actually.
I don't know how to put it to you. We talked about Manchester City, how they are unable to win games for sure. We know Nottingham Forest is not a mere club. They went to Liverpool home, win against Liverpool, drew against Chelsea in Stamford Bridge, and now against City. It was absolutely incredible to see Manchester City coming back to winning ways after so many games unable to win single one. What are your feelings? Do you think Pep Guardiola and his men are back into action? And don't forget about De Bruyne actually scoring that goal. He has been injured for quite a long time, and hey, coming back, this is his third feature, and he has been able to register a goal. Is City back?
Right, so I think the whole thing is when anytime Kevin De Bruyne is fit, Manchester City is fit. You know, that's the whole that is the main engine of Manchester City. And not even Manchester City as a whole, even in the Belgium national team. Anytime you see Kevin De Bruyne on his peak, all teams he's playing like he has been playing for will probably be performing. So yesterday I think I was happy to see his name back on the score sheet. On the other side, Manchester City playing against Nottingham Forest. I think it's not a surprise for Manchester City to win against, although despite their crisis, you know, it's not a surprise for Manchester City to win against Nottingham Forest with that such of good. But that will be a candle. I think they've lightened the candle for their winning streak. So now all things will be probably at stake in their next game. Yeah, because in this game I won't say much. They won the game to break their losing streak. But what next? Let's see if they'll be able to keep that up. But yeah, so that's the question now. Will they be able to keep up with the winning streak?
Yeah. Ima, Arne Slot and his men, Liverpool was held draw 3-3 against Newcastle United away from. It was 3-3. It was 3-3. Yes, it was
Wow.
3-3 against Newcastle United. What do you make up of? Is Arne Slot tactics
I think it's
revealing many
one of
coaches or
the
what?
most interesting games we saw yesterday. And I think I got a chance to watch the highlights on that game too, and it was just amazing. You know, Newcastle taking the lead, Liverpool equalizing, Newcastle scored a second goal, Liverpool came in the game, and Liverpool made it 3-2. And later on in the game, they got a third goal, and it was 3-3 at the end of the game. But I feel like at the St. James's Park yesterday, it was massive like performance from both teams. You know, Liverpool gave up a performance that we normally know of Liverpool. You know, their play, their pressing, and everything. But Newcastle too said, "Oh, hey, today this is our home, and we are playing at home." Yes, the fans too, you know, made the stadium a very, very uncomfortable place for the Liverpoolians. And I think yesterday, watching the highlights, I was very like sad that I didn't get a chance to watch the live match, but I think it was a very, very nice game. Maybe one of the best games of the season so far. Yeah, 3-3, playing against Liverpool, and you know, the kind of play with Newcastle team, and looking at the Liverpool team, the form they are in right now, going toe to toe with them, and you know, getting 3 goals at the back of their nets. It is impressive because we saw Liverpool against Manchester City just this weekend, and how City struggled to put the ball at the back of the net of Liverpool. For you to get the chance to, you know, score 3 goals against such a team with defense of Van Dijk and, you know, the other guys, looking at the midfield, you can get someone like Dominic Soboslai and Ryan Gravenberch too is also there. And I think yesterday Newcastle did very well, but Liverpool also showed that today, even though we are not having our day, but we will just get a point at the St. James's Park. So I would say the kudos to Eddie Howe's men for, you know, giving us that performance, and we also congratulate Anna Sloss for getting that 1 point at the St. James's Park.
Congratulate Arne Slot for getting 1 point from the St. James Park. We all know how difficult it is to win against Newcastle in that stadium. But then Arne Slot and his men is still the people we are actually looking for. Now it's just 7 points between Liverpool and Chelsea, Arsenal on the league table. And hey, City is coming in like Kakai. Meanwhile, hey, Aston Villa, Brentford. Aston Villa actually won 3 goals to 1 against Brentford. And also, which ones? Everton, who surprised me most, actually won their game 4 goals to 1, 4 goals to 0 against Wolves. Wolves are actually struggling this season. And probably if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. And hey, your opinions are highly welcome. Who do you think could probably catch up with Liverpool? Is it going to be Chelsea, Arsenal, or Manchester City. And remember, Brighton is still also coming. If Brighton win their game, City will be going back to the 5th position. And hey, see you in the next video. Ciao.